in terms of music making, so arrangements, how creative do you think we can be? I mean, how would you like to proceed from here?
I would like to say that crossover is a very dangerous field, in my opinion, because
It's slippery, yes.
Especially in the Baroque panorama, contemporary now, there is this desperate need of doing something new because we are afraid that we will lose the audience, the concert, the business, and so everybody is looking desperately for something new, whatever it is, whatever. I have a new idea. How is it? Is it good? Is it awful? Doesn't mind. It's a new idea. Let's do it. And this is the real risk, in my opinion, of doing a crossover. It's not an orgy, like everybody at the same time. Let's do something. No, being free and creative doesn't mean being
disrespecting.
Exactly, and undisciplined. And discipline must be not only in arrangement, in the way you play, but also in choosing what is fitting to what. No, you play a piece, you look to the roots of the where does the piece come from.
Baroque music gives me and gives to the musician the opportunity to compose and play and rebuild something. Because it's not all written, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the a part, and the traditional music is the other part, because everything is always rewritten. So the traditional music gives to the Baroque player the opportunity to view, to see a kind of way how to rebuild this part that it was lost in the years, and etc.
So being free but within a structure, and probably using the music, some sort of musicological or
and
research work to ground whatever we're doing.
Baroque music is not music for the library, it's music that has to live.
It's not something you put in a museum, which is what,
play now.
It has to be free, free.
So
Each composer from 18th century, 17th century says the same.
It's really free. Freedom.
And it's just true,
You
especially
can choose.
I have to say for this particular project, because we're playing so many different pieces that reveal at least 2 or 3 different approaches to this crossover. And of course I'm the main responsible because I arranged the pieces, but we kind of did that together in these 4 days, so we're all responsible for that.
And you don't know what we have to pay tomorrow.
We still don't know how it's gonna sound tomorrow, but because the interesting thing about our process was that the fact that I think the goal was to, and still is, to keep the same freedom within a structure. Both with the Baroque pieces, so for example Geminiani, and for the halfway in between pieces like the sets that we play, trying to recreate the way that dance and traditional music might have been played centuries ago. And for the last bit, which is the new early music, so our little duos and our pieces, including those polyrhythmical challenges that I managed to throw into our duo with Michele. So there's a little bit of everything. If I can just spend 1 minute saying my own personal view about that, I just felt I had the pleasure and the opportunity to throw everything I liked in my life, in my musical life, into one pot, which is this group. And it's been great, it's been interesting, because I'm a Baroque musician, but I'm also a traditional musician. I like progressive rock, progressive metal, and there's a lot of metal in this project actually, The cool thing I think is that with you guys it sounds so great because you're all very very mature musicians, and you filter everything and you give something new. To me, the feedback that I received from you was extremely important, both when I was arranging the pieces and now that we are rehearsing, that we have rehearsed the pieces.
Our experiment is a bit, maybe it's original for, to me, for a particular reason, which is accepting to do traditional music and Baroque music in a way to establish a link between them, but with original instruments, with period instruments.
Yeah.
Which means accepting the challenge that period instruments
Yeah.
give
Sure.
to you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it means, of course, it's maybe a little bit more difficult to tune on a gut instrument, on a gut string, but of course, sound is completely different. Flute is a completely different instrument, a completely different sound, completely different technique.
Yeah, the sound is quite special.
Yeah, my instruments are completely not so used in normally in traditional music. I
No,
think
of course,
it's not at all. So I think this is very interesting because we really try to make the words communicate also in the practice. You know, also with the sound and with the limits and possibilities you have.